stop breathing for a second. Listen to the woods. It feels empty, doesn't it? That silence is the most dangerous lie you will ever hear. Right now, 3 miles back, a professional is kneeling in the mud, looking at the footprint you left an hour ago. You think you are escaping, but you are merely leaving a breadcrumb trail of incompetence. To the untrained eye, the forest is a wall of green static. But to a hunter, the ground you walk on is a forensic ledger. Every snapped twig is a scream. Every bruised leaf is a timestamp. Every ounce of pressure you apply to the soil writes a detailed report of your weight, your fatigue, and your fear. You are broadcasting your location on a frequency you don't even know exists. You are stomping through the undergrowth with the subtlety of a bulldozer, assuming that distance equals safety. It does not. Distance just gives you a false sense of security while the net tightens. If they can see your sign, they own you. It is a mathematical certainty. To survive what is coming, you must do more than run.
You must cease to exist physically while still moving. You need to become a void in the landscape. Welcome to the art of zero trace. Look at your feet. They are not tools of transportation. They are printing presses, publishing your capture warrant. The average civilian walks with a catastrophic heel strike. You slam your heel, roll, and push off. In the wild, this is self-destruction. This mechanical violence creates action indicators, fracturing the terrain's microscopic architecture. You aren't just leaving a footprint. You are digging holes that scream your location. Surgically alter your gait immediately. Adopt the rolling step. Shorten your stride. Place the outside edge of your boot down first, gently rolling the weight inward to the ball of the foot. Do not commit your full weight until you feel the surface. If a stick is about to snap, this balance allows you to abort the step. You are not walking on the ground. You are negotiating with it. Why this paranoia? Because pros don't look for boot treads.
They hunt for shine. When you stomp on grass, you crush the plant's cellular structure. This damage releases moisture and bends the blade, changing its angle to the sun. To a scanning eye, this damaged vegetation reflects light differently than the healthy plants around it. It creates a path of unnatural contrast, a silver streak cutting through the matte woods. This is the sign cut. You think you're safe on hard ground? Wrong. You left a scar of light. To counter this, target hard points. Step on rocks, exposed roots, or dense pine needles. These materials are historically mute. If you must cross soft soil, place your foot flat to minimize the pressure per square inch. Never drag your toes. A toe drag clears the top dust, revealing the darker, damp soil underneath. That color change is visible from 50 yards away. Your goal is geological neutrality. If the ground remembers you, you are finished. You mastered the soil. Now, fear the skyline.
Your silhouette is a distinct geometrical error in a chaotic world. In nature, there are no perfect symmetries. Your human form is a glaring anomaly. The most fatal mistake rookies make is skylining. You climb to the highest point to get a better view, but in doing so, you plaster your dark outline against the bright sky. You become a target paper at a shooting range. To a spotter with binoculars 5 miles away, you are the only thing that matters. Drop down. Hug the military crest. This is the topographical lifeline. Move along the slope about 2/3 of the way up, but never breach the summit. Here, your background is dirt, rock, and timber, not the blinding sun. You must dissolve into the visual noise of the terrain. Next, kill your rhythm. A steady, marching cadence triggers the primitive hunting instincts of the observer. The human brain is hardwired to ignore static noise, but lock on to consistent rhythmic motion in the periphery. Walk like a predator, not a soldier on parade. Move, pause, scan. Break the tempo. When you stop, fuse yourself to a vertical object, a tree trunk or a boulder to shatter your shoulder line. If you freeze in the open, you are just a statue waiting to be smashed.
Camouflage is not a shirt you wear. It is a relationship between you and the light. If the background gets darker, you move deeper into the shade. Do not be an object traversing a landscape. Be the landscape. You erased your shadow. Now, erase your scent. You can hide from eyes, but you cannot hide from biology. Your body is a factory of evidence. You shed 40,000 skin cells every minute. These are skin rafts, microscopic flakes carrying your unique bacterial signature. As they hit the ground, they ferment, creating a gas plume that a trained dog can read like a neon sign. You are a biological loudmouth, screaming your presence to every nose within 2 miles. Forget the Hollywood myths. Crossing a stream does not magically delete your trail. Water molecules adhere to scent particles. If you splosh across, the mist settles on the banks, extending the scent cone. A dog doesn't even need to smell the ground. It smells the air above the ground. To survive, you must weaponize the atmosphere.
Scent follows fluid dynamics. In the morning, cool air sinks, carrying your scent downhill into the valley. In the heat of the day, warm air rises, blasting your location up the slope. If you hide uphill in the morning, you are funneling your coordinates directly to the hunter below. Always move against the thermal current. When you hit water, do not exit immediately on the opposite bank. That is predictable. Wade upstream for 500 yards. Do not touch the foliage on the banks. Contact transfers oils. When you finally exit, find a dry rock or a log. Do not leave a wet footprint on dry soil. Masking? Rubbing pine needles on your boots is cute, but useless if you didn't scrub the factory chemicals off your skin first. Use ash or mud. Become odorless. Defense is over. It is time to hunt the hunter.
If you continue to run in a linear fashion, you will fail exhausted. Linear flight is a resignation letter. It tells the hunter that you are panic-stricken, mindless, and easy meat. You are reacting to their pressure, which means they control your mind. To survive, you must seize control of the narrative. You must stop being the prey and become an ambush predator. You need the button hook. This is not a suggestion. It is a tactical necessity. Here is the geometry of survival. Move intentionally along a clear path for 50 yards. Make your sign visible. Let them get comfortable. Then, abruptly cut 90 degrees off your vector. Circle back in a wide arc, moving silently parallel to your own trail, until you are positioned behind cover, looking at the very path you just walked. You are now flanking your own ghost. You have created a J shape in the terrain. You settle in and wait.
Why does this devastating maneuver work? It exploits a critical flaw in human neurology called task fixation. A tracker is an accountant of the soil. Their visual focus is narrowed to a cone directed at the ground, scanning for micro disturbances. They are hunting the past, where you were 10 minutes ago. They are biologically incapable of processing the present threat sitting motionless in their periphery. Their brain is processing pattern recognition, filtering out the ambush for the sake of the track. When they walk past your position, eyes glued to your decoy trail, you own them. You see their numbers, you see their weapons, you see their fatigue. The dynamic flips instantly. You are no longer the hunted running blindly into the void. You are the hunter, watching a target walk into a trap. This moment of observation buys you the most valuable currency in existence, intelligence. You can let them pass and slip away in the opposite direction, or you can engage on your terms. Stop running. Start setting traps.
Survival is not about speed. It is about signal discipline. You have stopped broadcasting your existence to the world. You have learned to walk as a shadow, suppressing the mechanical violence of your footsteps. You have dissolved your silhouette into the hard earth, denying the enemy a target. You have washed your chemical signature from the air and turned the hunter's own momentum against him. An hour ago, you were a liability, a noisy, stumbling calorie sock waiting to be collected. Now, you are an anomaly. You are the empty space between the trees. The tracker will stare at the ground, confused by a trail that simply evaporated. They will look for a rookie, but they will find nothing but silence. You have graduated from the panic of the prey to the discipline of the operator. The woods are no longer a prison. They are your armor. You do not need to run anymore because you are no longer there. Go dark, stay invisible, and never let them find the end of the line.